Candace Owens and Andrew Wilson are still going back and forth on X about the debate this Friday. We're going to get into a play-by-play. Also, Heavy Duty Country has weighed in and has a new challenge for Andrew that I'm not sure I would want to accept. And we're going to take a look at Andrew's previous debates, and as we have been doing all this week, and see if we can try to better understand where he's coming from in his debating style. I'm JP, this is Truth Probe, and welcome in. Let's get right into it. Candace was on X, and they have kind of been going back and forth, Andrew and Candace, talking about this debate that's supposed to happen on Friday. Candace posted today, I believe it was today, she said Andrew is still trying to convince people that the cards are against him in this debate as some sort of pre-manufactured excuse for his performance. So let me deliver you the facts. So she says Andrew is bringing a bigger team than my own. So she goes and breaks that down. She says the moderator he selected will be in full control of the control room, where Andrew's team will be seated alongside my team to provide live fact checks. So that's in his advantage, according to her, and then also in addition to allowing his team computer access to provide live fact checks, we have emailed his team and told them that they can pre-submit any videos or clips that they want our director to have ready to be played so they don't have to be wasting time anytime searching. His gripe about the audience being hostile to him is utterly senseless. We are not doing this in front of a live studio audience. Bro wants people to imagine he's traveling to Aztec Stadium and hearing a bunch of fans from the Mexican home team jeering reality. Okay, so she goes into all that. And then also she says after the debate, I trust the moderator will be completely honest with the audiences about whether or not anything at all was stacked against Andrew. It is also the reason I am allowing Andrew to bring a videographer and to record whatever he feels needs to be captured. I don't play tricks to debate the Charlie Kirk assassination. I know this case inside and out and can win on the merits of the argument. So she's pretty confident about the terms, and it seems though, in her words, I guess Andrew is still feeling like everything is stacked against him. So she posted that about Andrew, and we're going to get back into Andrew and take a closer look at him in a second. She also posted today about the new photographs that she dropped yesterday on her show, and she says, I'm not above admitting that I'm enjoying the absolute crash out from people attempting to cope with the uncompressed images of Maroon Boy in the parking garage. Through their many tears and false hopes that we somehow edited the image, we did not. What they are actually doing is conceding that it does not look anything like Tyler Robinson. We win, give them time, everybody grieves differently. That's from Candace. She's talking about this photo right here. And we can see that this image is clearly not Tyler Robinson. Now, the image that they've been showing to us is Tyler was a much skinnier photo. At first, it was very blurry and pixelated, so we couldn't really see exactly what was going on. Then we received an image in 4K, and it was also skinny, and it looks like this right here. So difficult to tell anything. I think when they started looking at it, they saw that these cars in the background were all scrunched up, and it looked like the whole picture was just compressed. It was pushed together, squished, compared to the other picture that I just showed you here. And it's clearly not the same, not Tyler. It's not Tyler. This guy is much bigger, and he's got some muscle on him, and it's just not him. Looks maybe taller, definitely older. I don't think that's him, safe to say. Now, this person, 0 Hour 1, I think is the name on X, Candace Owens, tampering with evidence. The man on the right is Tyler Robinson. The man on the left is Diligent Denizen. I will explain it all soon. So if that's true, then I guess we'll have to wait and see. But that's what she's claiming. We'll see. Tim Pool had to get into the action today. He dropped he apparently was trolling on X, I think, or somewhere, and he said that he was going to be the moderator for the debate. And I think some people actually believed it. Now, after a little bit of time went by, it came out that he was only trolling and that he's not going to be the moderator, and I'm not surprised. Moving on to Heavy Duty Country, he had a new challenge for Andrew. Now, he's been trolling Andrew for the past few days, and it's been interesting, and he really doesn't like the guy. I can tell you right now. I'm going to go ahead and play this first part for you.
This entire time I have been messing with Andrew, I really don't have that big of a problem with the guy. I think he's a complete fraud, like I said. I think he's coined himself as this fake alpha male. And when someone like me, now my buddy Nate, now my buddy JD, now my buddy Jesse, called him out and pretty much told him, and by the way, this is my new parameters on debating you, Andrew. We all pretty much have said you spend one round in a ring with us, boxing, or whatever you want. We can do MMA boxing. Then I will do 1 hour of a debate with you, which I've already agreed to do, and you don't want to do it because, let's just be real, you've never gone up against somebody like me.
Okay.
And I know...
I'm not so sure I understand that. I don't think I would want to do it either. I like Heavy Duty. I like his videos. I would definitely not get in the ring with him, and I don't know what that... I guess it would be extremely entertaining, but I don't know how that would have to do with the debate. I don't think... I'm sure Andrew's not going to accept that. Why don't... I think Heavy Duty should just challenge him to a debate, because he sounds pretty sure of himself, and I think he knows the facts well enough to just do the debate without getting in the ring, because getting in the ring is Heavy Duty's specialty, I think, and I don't think that's Andrew's specialty. So I don't know what that has to do with the debating other than being very entertaining. I think it would be. So let's listen a little bit more to what Heavy Duty said on his show.
Isn't this going to be interesting? Let me know what you think about this, buddy. Here we have Erica Kirk accidentally doing an oopsie.
There will be some of you in this room, and you guys will be the ones that are speaking to your own generation. That is way more important than throwing some man on campus that has no connection to you guys.
Throwing some man on campus that has no connection to you guys. That's an odd thing to say. That's so weird. Now, I've done other videos on Erica walking around on stage with her hand in her pocket, and I tell you, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand why she's out there. I don't know what she thinks she's doing, but I don't get it. That, to me, is not helping the cause at all. So anyway, head on over to Heavy Duty's channel if you haven't already. He's got a great video. I think it dropped today. And check it out. Also, I have been receiving some comments from people. I dropped a short yesterday, and it was just kind of illustrating how I think Andrew is not debating in good faith, and it shows where he says on his own show that with TPUSA, they're not employing me, I have nothing to do with them, how can I prove a negative? And then I show him on Zach Costello's show saying, show me the evidence that Tyler did not kill Charlie Kirk, which is asking him to prove a negative. One of the comments that I received said, you can ask someone to prove a negative as an example of why you shouldn't ask someone to prove a negative. You are the one trying to mislead people by taking words out of context. This is from Mason Farnsworth, 1801. Okay, I'm just trying to understand, that's all. And so I wrote him back and I said, that's not what Andrew did. He didn't ask Zach to prove a negative as an example of why you shouldn't do it. He asked Zach to show him the evidence that Tyler didn't kill Charlie Kirk. That is asking to prove a negative. Am I missing something? Which of my words are out of context? I just thought I would throw it out there. I appreciate all comments. It's fine. If he really believes what he's saying, I would love to have an explanation as to why he thinks what I'm taking out of context. Or that didn't make a lot of sense to me. Another comment was from the video that came out yesterday where we were talking about Michael Knowles turning down the moderator position. I received a comment from Alan Vestal, 1958. He says, I'm not sure you understand formal debate. Watch some Warren Smith Secret Scholar Society videos. He breaks it down for you. So that I really do appreciate. So I said, I will do that. Thank you. I just think if only a small percentage of people know what you're talking about, it's really not helping to debate this way. This is kind of what I've been saying the whole time, is that Andrew's asking questions and going into philosophical questions that not a lot of people are following what he's asking or what he's talking about. And that's, you can tell in the videos that I'm showing that people are very confused. So I get that you're supposed to push the limits and make people open their mind and understand or think about new topics, and that's fine. But when you do it in a denigrating way and you're looking down on people and you're just laying traps so that you can say, haha, I told you so. And also, I don't know what all the cursing is about in these debates. I guess maybe this is for the young people, but I just think if you're going to have a serious debate with somebody, I mean, he's the one that said no ad hominem attacks, and I don't see him doing that. I see him attacking all over the place. He's attacking everywhere he can that I see. So anyway, but I appreciate this from Alan Vestal, 1958, and I will look at Warren Smith's Secret Scholar Society videos. I appreciate that. Next, let's look at a video that kind of shows one of the debates that Andrew had, and I want to just kind of go through it point by point and talk about it. It's a debate that he had with somebody named Cami or Kami. I'll call her Kami from now on, who seemed like she was really trying to have a honest debate with Andrew and really think about questions and give truthful answers. And it seemed like Andrew was laying a lot of traps. So the guy that's narrating this thing does think that, and I'll try to, I'll play some of his comments and things. The channel is called Charles Kent. It's on YouTube. And it's MAGA pundit Andrew Wilson loses it after progressive influencer shreds his God-based rights theory. So I'm not saying I agree with Charles Kent, but I will play his comments because some of the stuff I do agree that it looks the way he's describing it. Let's get started.
Debate between Andrew, a Christian conservative, and Kami, a self-described moral anti-realist, going head-to-head over one of the most fundamental questions in philosophy. Do rights actually exist?
Do rights actually exist? And then let's skip forward to a little bit further into the debate.
There isn't rights at all. From your view, rights are a social construct, aren't they?
Rights are whoever is able to enforce them.
That's right. So it's a social construct. Do you believe in objective truth?
No.
So I can't believe anything you say, and you don't believe that there's any such thing as rights, but it's wrong for me to do something bad to you even though there's no moral facts. Ingenious. This is your opposition, ladies and gentlemen. These are the communists who are taking over academia and teaching your kids.
I guess the commentary is what appears very snide, and it just seems like it's not necessary. His point, I think, in this whole thing is that his morality is based in Christianity, and since that's the basis of morality, I guess, today, and that's why people aren't thrown into gulags and things, is because it's based on something, based on Christianity or whatever, and that the other opposing side thinks that it's really not based on anything. He's saying they don't have any foundation for basing why we shouldn't throw somebody into a gulag. And that's a little narrow-minded in my opinion, but that's the argument that he's making. So let's keep listening here.
Weakest sand on earth to say that we need to enforce these rights that I just made the fuck up. Because they're not grounded in anything. I just made them up.
And you think that them being grounded in God makes it more superior?
Well, I think that the only argument that you can give to men, the benevolency of the patriarchy, is the entire appeal from people with your worldview is to appeal to us and our view who believe in rights because of God and say to us, don't we deserve them too, even though we don't actually even share the view? To which I tell Christians, no, give them nothing.
This is where the whole debate reveals itself immediately.
Yeah, I don't get that either. That reasoning is not good, I don't think. But I mean, he's entitled to his opinion. That's fine. But I wouldn't act the way he's acting. I think this is where the whole problem is coming from, is his demeanor. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, this is why I'm doing it, is to get your opinions. And you guys have been letting me know, and I do appreciate it. There's been a lot of comments coming in on the last few videos. So let's continue to go a little further here and see how they go back and forth.
Should I believe in divine command theory, and that because God says it is, then it is?
That's the beautiful part of the argument. You don't. Because if we're operating off of your view,
but why should I?
I'm just gonna grant that it's false. Who cares? If we're both building it off of a house of sand, and I just made up divine command theory, and you just which, by the way, I don't believe in divine command theory, but if I did.
I'm sorry.
Okay, if I just grant that I made it up, it doesn't help your position a bit.
What is divine command theory?
It only helps my position. Hang on a second, Ian. 1 second. It only helps my position. Sure, I made the whole thing up. How's that helpful to you?
Okay, and let's continue even more.
increasingly secular, how do you intend to persuade people? Do you think that Christians ought to be using force or persuasion?
What do you mean? I'm sorry. Me? Why do I need to do anything when the view of my opposition is that they have no rights, can't ground them in
I'm not saying that you need to do it. I'm asking you how you intend to.
This is how I intend to do it, by pointing out that you live in your whole house is built on sand.
Persuasion?
And you have to literally appeal to me. Well, even if I used force, you have no appeal against that. Nothing's grounded in anything. It's just all made up.
Sure, yeah. I guess I sleep fine at night knowing this or whatever. I guess I would consider I'm like a moral anti-realist. I don't believe in these sorts of
and that's why you have to, and you guys always have to appeal, you moral anti-realist, to moral realists who believe in moral facts, because that's what prevents us from all of you.
But to answer your question.
But hang on. Isn't that true? That what prevents us from all of you is you're appealing to our benevolence as moral realists.
You mean Christians? What prevents Christians from everybody else?
Yeah.
I don't believe so, but okay.
Yeah, they're not appealing to their Christianity and Christian ethics to just not go ahead and all women.
No, I don't think so, no.
Why not?
Because I don't think that has necessarily been the basis for people arguing for equality or whatever. I don't think that you're presupposing that it's always been by virtue of like appealing to Christian benevolence, ethics, etc.
Never seen any appeal that was not dogmatic and religious for why women have rights ever in all of human history. They always appeal to a God. They always appeal to a higher power. They always appeal to something external to them. You just got done saying it's not grounded in anything. You made it up. If it's completely made up, it's not grounded in nothing, then you're appealing to Christians and Christian benevolence and their view. Even if it's not true, you're appealing to their view that they believe it's true, to not just stuff you in a cage.
And that's what he keeps doing over and over again. He keeps saying, well, you just admitted it was based on nothing. You just said it was based on nothing. So he lays the traps, then he continues to bash him over the head with it throughout the entire debate. To me, this isn't being intellectually honest at all. I don't think laying traps for people and then getting them in gotchas and getting them to say things because they're mentally worn out from trying to understand what he's saying, really, is what they're doing. And they finally throw their hands up in the air and they just go, whatever. Okay, I'll concede the point. And then when they do, then he just goes, aha, and he attacks. And that's what I'm seeing over and over again in his methods. So this is a little bit hard for me to swallow, and I don't agree with it. Although, as the person that commented said, I'm not an expert in debating, no. But I do understand conversations, and I can see that this isn't going the way I would like to. If I was in a debate, I wouldn't like it to go this way. So, I think both people should be civil. And I don't think that all the cursing is necessary, but that's just my opinion, and it doesn't mean much today. But also, I think that both people should be respectful. I saw Charlie do it a thousand times, it seems like, and he was always respectful with the people that he was debating with. He would treat them, even though they were polar opposites, he would always treat them with dignity and usually with kindness. So I don't get the technique here to berate and to belittle the opponent and try to make them look foolish and embarrass them. I have issues with these techniques, these tactics. So let's listen to a little bit more.
And if you said that's wrong and they asked you why is it wrong, you'd have to say, I don't know. It's not grounded in anything. I just made it up.
He thinks he's making some kind of huge point here, and he really isn't. And I would be surprised if this type of argument ever convinced anybody of anything. I really would. I just see somebody that's very smug, and I wouldn't even say his glass is full already, because I would just say he's not even looking to fill his glass with anything. He's just got his own agenda, maybe, or his own. He's decided how it's going to go ahead of time, and that's it. He's just interested in getting those points out, trapping people, making them look foolish, and then saying that he won, I guess, is it. But that, to me, is not an honest debate. It just isn't. I just don't think it is. And, okay, a little bit more we'll listen to.
What? It's a more consequentialist outlook that I think that based off the outcomes.
Wait, there's no moral facts, right?
No, they're not real facts now. But,
so then there's nothing I'm really doing that's immoral, is there?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah, it's highly... No. No, I disagree with you. I'm
saying... Gulag, is that immoral?
No, she was saying no. That's not what I'm saying. She wasn't saying no, answering his question.
No, no, it's immoral, but not under the same framework. I'm not using the same, like the moral realist framework to say that it's wrong. It's wrong for other reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you believe in objective truth?
No.
No. Is that true?
You can do this with him all day. He's got probably 100 of these questions that he'll ask you going into a certain direction that he's already mapped out in his mind, how it's going to go and which direction he wants to take you. And then he takes you down that road. And when you don't understand or have not even a clue of what he's talking about, this is where he entraps them and does what I said earlier. So last clip I'll play of these two going back and forth.
Subjective.
Okay, so you don't believe in objective truth.
Are you like a math realist?
Hang on, and I ask you if that's true, and you say no, that's not true either. So I can't believe anything you say, and you don't believe that there's any such thing as rights, but it's wrong for me to do something bad to you, even though there's no moral facts. Ingenious. This is your opposition, ladies and gentlemen. These are the communists who are taking over academia and teaching your kid.
Yeah, this is very condescending, and it has no place in debate today. I just don't think it does. I really want to know what you guys think about this because I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this and figure out, and I think I really have by now. I think I understand. Unless he's changed since he's done these debates, I understand where he's coming from, and now I understand more of what happened with Zach Costello and his debate with Andrew. And so I just want to know what you guys think. Let me know, do you agree with his debating style? I know lots of you do. And if you don't, let me know if you do either way. And I look forward to reading those comments. Also, you can get a hold of me on X if you want at JP Truth Probe, or email me at jptruthprobe@gmail.com. Either way, and I will try to respond to everything that I can. So I appreciate you watching, and hopefully you're liking the videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts below, and I will leave a link to previous videos right here for you if you'd like to watch some of the earlier videos that I've done on the evolving situation that is the Candace Owens, Andrew Wilson debate. All right, I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.